Hello, everyone. Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. We're so glad you could join today's program. We're up to day 33 in our second session of this year, and we are going to, as usual, begin, or we'll have a foot soak. So if you need to get your foot soak materials together, this is what you need: a bucket, some water, and some table salt in it, something to dry your feet with, and some rinse water. So please do get that ready if you haven't already. Everyone is welcome to request a mentor, and we highly encourage that because it really can help you to grow, to have someone who gets to know you, that you can ask questions to, and who can maybe, if there's some even small thing, we sometimes find it's just a very little thing that you may not understand that could really help to move things along for you. So please don't hesitate. And if you haven't already, request a mentor. And if you have and it's not working out, please do get back to the person who reached out to you initially and let them know that you would like another mentor if necessary. On Sunday, we had a wonderful program called Respect Your Self-Realization. And today, our topic is very subtle. It's called The Light of the Spirit. So just as always, we want to remind you that we don't ever charge for these programs or any of the teachings of Sahaja Yoga. And now, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our presenters for this evening. So we have Jason, Rahul, and Sylvia. Welcome, everybody. Please, Jason, could you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jason. I'm a video game environment artist from the Seattle area, and I've been enjoying this Sahaj meditation um, since the mid 90s and have been enjoying this journey and learning a lot about myself along the way and really enjoying meditation and love to be here with you meditating together.
Great to have you back on the program, Jason. Rahul?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Rahul and I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm a controls engineer and I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga since 2006. And it's always a joy to be here on this platform to share this journey with all of you and also to learn from all of
It's your 20-year anniversary.
you. Yeah, yes, that's right.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Sylvia?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Some of you might have seen me already playing on the program. I live in the Chicagoland, originally from Austria, and I am a hobby musician. I play flute, the Indian flute, for you today. The song I will be playing is Rag Durga. If I'm not teaching Sahaja Yoga, I'm teaching flute.
Wonderful. All right, so glad to have you back as well. All right, well, let's carry on. We'll turn it over to Rahul to take us through the first segment.
All right. Thank you, Linda. So today's topic is a profound one. It's the light of our spirit. So let's get started and understand a little bit about our spirit, our true self. Our media team, can we bring up the slide deck? Thank you. So our spirit is our true self, is who we truly are. We are not just this body, this mind, these emotions. They are always changing, they are always dynamic. But there is an unchanging eternal presence within us, which is there, which is our true self, and that is our spirit. And it is source of infinite love. But only when we touch the depth of our being and become one with our spirit that we are able to feel it. Feel that unconditional love that flows without any reason and it goes in every direction. So the quality of the left heart center is where our spirit resides, and it's represented here as the flame, which you see on the subtle system, is a representation of our spirit. The spirit resides in our left heart. And the quality of that left heart is that it makes us aware of our true self. And we can feel if there's any imbalance in our left heart, we may feel some tingling in the small finger on our palm. So now, to understand what our true self is, the true self is represented in Sanskrit as Satchit Anand. So can we go to the next slide? So these are three attributes of our true self, but in reality, they are not separate. They are just expressed like that, but just like how water is soft, is cool, is nourishing, at the same time, it's one water. Uh, in the same way, our spirit is all of this combined. Now, how do we feel it? How do we sense this? When we go in meditation, when we go deep, when we go beyond thoughts, we enter the silence. In that silence, we feel a pure presence. That silence is not a void or nothingness, but we feel a pure, infinite presence that is there. That is a deep sense of peace. That is our true nature. That is the Sat. That is the truth. And this pure presence is not inert, is not static, but it is living, it is full of life, it is vibrant, full of vibrations, has attention, and that is the consciousness, the chit, or the attention. And when this attention is aware of itself, it experiences joy. Joy, which is not like happiness or unhappiness, which has duality. It's not pleasure or any kind of ecstasy or euphoria, but it is a sense of deep peace and contentment, a sense of fullness, completeness, that you lack nothing. You are fulfilled and complete as you are. And that brings a great sense of subtle joy and relief because we don't have to follow desires to find happiness. There we become desireless, effortless in that state because spirit is complete, it lacks nothing. So that is the joy that we experience there. So that joy, that eternal pure presence, which is the truth, and that living presence is there. So all of this is together. So that these are the three attributes of the spirit, Satchit Anand. They are called out separately, but they are one part and parcel of each other. So that's our true self. And we go there, we are able to experience it when we settle in thoughtless awareness. So that is why it is really important to establish the experience of thoughtless awareness, because only in the mirror of silence can we really feel our spirit, can we really become one with it. Also, on a more relative level, when we feel vibrations, we can ask questions about some things, about situations in our life. And with our vibrations, we get guidance about questions and things and situations in our life. So that is also how we know truth on a more relative level. And the vibrations when they flow, we feel blissful, we feel joyful. And these vibrations are living energy, living uh, expression of the divine. So, and we know when we put attention on our centers, they clear out, they start working, the energy flows. So our attention becomes enlightened. So that is another way to understand Satchitana. So let's continue with our meditation and our foot soak today. So hope all of you have a foot soak bucket ready. So let's open our palm and close our eyes. Let's take a few moments to just relax. Take a few deep breaths. Let's bring our pure desire in our attention to become one with our true self, with our spirit. I will slowly raise our Kundalini. Let's do it with our full attention. Put ourselves in Bandhan. We'll give vibrations to the water. Then let's dip our feet in it. With our eyes closed and with our palms open. Let all the tensions, stress of this day strain out into the water. Let's take our right palm towards the earth, keeping the left in our lap. Keeping our attention on our left channel, the emotional side. Let's pray that Mother Kundalini, please take away all the imbalances, all the disturbances, all the heaviness in my emotional side, out into the five elements, into the earth element. take away any tiredness, lethargy, any emotional disturbances, sadness out of my being. Now let's just surrender to our Mother Kundalini and let her bring balance to our left side. I'll bring our right palm back to our lap. Take our left palm towards the sky, fingers pointing upwards. We pay attention to our right side, the side of action. And here we pray that Mother Kundalini, please take away all the imbalances of our lives. Take away all the restlessness, overactivity, and agitation of our mind. Please steady our attention and make our right side balanced. Again, we surrender to our Kundalini energy. Allow her to bring balance. Let go of any sense of control, of doership. You can just say inside that, Mother, you do everything. You are the doer. I am not the doer. I'll bring our left palm back to our lap. As our left and right channel come into balance, let's take our attention to our spirit in our heart. We can place our right palm on our left heart. Let us pray with humility and love. Mother, please let my spirit come in my attention. Mother, please let my spirit come in my attention. Mother, please let my spirit come in my attention. Let's take our right palm on top of our head. Let's massage the top of our head. Again here, we pray that, Mother, please let my spirit come in my attention, in my awareness. And let my limited awareness expand and become the infinite awareness, pure spirit. Raise your right palm above your head. Feel the flow of energy. Let your attention settle in that space above your head. Now just merge into that peace that emerges. Rest in that silence. And meditate in silence for some. And now we will slowly open our eyes. Let's rinse our feet with fresh water. And then we can pat them dry with a towel. Now we can push aside the tub and let's take our attention back to our Sahasrara. We'll listen to an excerpt of a talk by Shri Mataji.
You don't do wrong things. You just don't do it. It's not that somebody is telling you or you want to follow it or there is compulsion or you are disciplined. But you just don't like to do wrong things, to say something which is not respectful, which is not helpful, which is not loving. This is the quality of a Sahaja where you become the spirit. Becoming the spirit, you don't have to tell anybody. It's so obvious, so evident, and one can see that. And the more you go deep into yourself, you find that you are endowed with such greatness within you, such beautiful feelings, such nice things within you, that you overcome the ego of others. I must tell you a story. Once I went to see a saint. So the Sahaja said, Mother, you never go and see these gurus and this and that. So why do you? And I said, you come along with me. So we had to climb a lot. I said, from here you see his vibration. First you see his vibration. Lots of vibrations come. So we went up the hill, climbed up. And this gentleman was supposed to have powers that he could control the rain. And it started raining, and raining very heavy. And I got completely drenched in that rain. When I went up, I saw him sitting on a stone, just shaking his head with anger or I don't know what. So I went into his cave and sat down. So he came back. And he said to me, Mother, why didn't you allow me to stop the rain? Is it to overcome my ego? I said, no, not that. I didn't see your ego anywhere. But the problem is another. You are a sannyasi, you are one who are an ascetic. You bought a sari for me. Now if you bought a sari for me, I can't take from you because you are a sannyasi. So I had to get drenched so that I will have to borrow sari from. And the whole thing melted away. He became a very different person. So with wisdom, you know how to handle different types of people. You say things by which you melt their ego. Their conditionings also are brought into a kind of a new awakening with it. They see in you that wisdom, that love, that expression of, I should say, your spirit. And that's how so many saints, though they were tortured and troubled by many, but they were definitely very much respected and loved. But those saints in those days, I must say, were definitely very nice and good people. But one thing was there, they were rather strict and disciplining with their disciples. The reason was that they were not realized souls, their disciples. And these gurus thought that unless and until you discipline these people, they'll never rise, they'll never become something great. So they are to be disciplined. And those who were seekers of truth accepted. All right, whatever you say we'll do. Even if you ask us to fast, we'll do. They'll stand on their heads, all right, stand on our head. Do what you say, I will be willing to do it. You don't have to worry on that point. And that's how they were very disciplining type. But in Sahaja Yoga, there's no discipline taught. The reason is you are realized souls. Your spirit is there and the spirit gives you the light. In that light you see yourself so clearly and you can discipline yourself. I don't have to tell you. You know that so many people have given up drugs overnight. But I never told them, I never even talked about drugs or anything. And how did they do it? Because they had the light. And this is what is you have got today in the light of the Spirit. You become absolutely independent and absolutely free, complete freedom, because you have the light. You cannot do wrong things. Supposing now there is light and there is some sort of a big explosion taking place. I won't run towards the explosion. No, you won't run either, because you have got the eyes. So the Spirit and its light is the greatest guiding factor. So this is what you have achieved through your enlightenment, that you are beyond all this. And you become a person of a temperament which is so loving and so joyful. I mean, it's so many examples I can give in Sahaja Yoga. It has happened that I have seen the beauty of their love and affection. Not only towards me, but towards others also. Only if it is only towards me, I can explain it. But I can't explain the way they are kind to people, as I told you yesterday, that these people went to Israel, now they went to Egypt, they went to Russia. Who told them? I never asked anybody to go anywhere. On their own they felt they have to go and do this job, and they have to help people to get out of their ignorance. So today, on such a day, when you are celebrating my 75th birthday, and so many balloons are there. They are very remarkably, very picturesque and have colors of different types expressing your love for me. In everything I see your love. Whatever you have done here, all your decorations, everything, I feel my children are so loving. I have done nothing for you. I don't know what makes you feel such gratitude. I still want to know what have I done. I have done nothing. But the way you want to express your love is very surprising, except for, I would say that you got the light of your spirit. In that light, might be you see something different in me, but the way you are showing your gratitude is really beyond. As the other day one of the speakers said that you don't thank your mother, take her for granted. It's a fact. There's no need to thank me, you have to take me for granted. But the way you want to thank me, just like a small little child would like to thank, just become like children. You're so enthusiastic about it, and you don't understand that normally is not done like this anywhere. Nobody tries to be just like children expressing their beautiful love. It's a very new thing that one can see. Such peace, such love, such joy all around in a far-fetched place like this. How could you do that? How could you manage that? It's not easy to understand. It's not for human beings to see that. They just don't understand how these people are like this and why are they living like this so happily. Now you have comforts in the house, you are living so well in your houses, everything is there, but here in this scout ground, it's not such a comfortable place to live. But you can live anywhere, I know, I've seen it. Wherever you are, as long as there are Sahajogis around, you don't care for anything. And this collective enjoyment of each other, without any expectation, without any criticism, without any gossip or any nonsense like that, is so beautiful. And even when you pull each other's legs, I enjoy your jokes and understand. That is such friendship, such beautiful friendship. Whether you are from India or from England or from America or from any other place, you find this such oneness of understanding, oneness of movement. Like one wave rises and another wave rises, another wave rises. It's continuous, eternal. And this is what one has to achieve for others also. For that also must remember that you have the light others don't have. So you have to be very considerate, tolerant and understanding about their problem. And just listen to them. What is their problem? First they'll tell you that my business is going down, or they might say that my wife is no good, or my son has no job, he is not working, all kinds of things they might tell him. Listen to them. For them it is important. All right. After that, you will find gradually, you see, they'll soothe down. Because you are emitting love, you are emitting joy, you are emitting confidence through your spiritual awakening. You have those powers. You just stand anywhere and you can create peace in that place. You can create happiness in that place. So be confident. Don't lose your confidence. Also, your wisdom to understand others will be very much convincing for other people to understand that they are something exceptional. They don't get angry, they don't get into temper, they are not mad people, they are not after some sort of a craze, just very, very balanced people. And this, you don't have to practice, it is there. It is within you and you should be proud of it. You should not think that it is something that you have to achieve or to become. You have it. Within yourself, you have it. Only thing that you have to see in the light of the Spirit yourself. It just is a very simple thing and that works out. It is not easy for others to understand you, but it should be very easy to understand them, because you were like that before, and now they are seeing you and they will become like you. It's very simple. You can see this, that I started Sahaja Yoga with one lady, and now today, see how many are there. Now what have I done? I really don't know. What have I done? I have no idea. And what you think, such gratitude and enjoyment and joy. So all these things, whatever I have told you, you have to be aware of your being, of your own self, of your spirit. That you are the spirit. And as you are the spirit, you are beyond all these things. And once that happens, you will be amazed What a personality you are.
Let us keep our complete focus above the head for a minute and meditate in silence.
And we will continue in this deep meditative state, enjoying the light of the Spirit. If you'd like to bring your right hand to your heart, noticing your relaxed, easy breaths. And feeling the joy within that comes from the Spirit. And here we can say a mantra to help open the heart more, feeling the joy of the Spirit in the left heart. We can say together the mantra Satchit Ananda. If you're familiar with this mantra, you're welcome to follow along. If you would like to hear it for the first time and then join in for the next couple recitations of the mantra, you can see the mantra here on the screen. So with awareness on the heart, really feeling this mantra in the heart, in the spirit. Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Satchitananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. The meaning of this mantra is I am truth. I am awareness. I am bliss. I am the Spirit. So feeling your own spirit, the light of joy and peace within, with each breath, and gently bring awareness, attention to the very top of the head, feeling in the heart and with each breath, your attention gently floating, resting the crown of the head at the Sahasrara. If you'd like to bring your hands back to your lap, palms open, just noticing what you may feel on your fingertips or hands, gently keeping attention at your Sahasrara, the crown of the head. You may even bring your hand to the top of your head, gently massaging the scalp, letting your attention rest here gently. Now we will conclude our silent meditation by raising the Kundalini energy, your own mothering energy from the base of the spine with attention and awareness, and using the hands. So bringing the left hand up the center, circling with the right, tying a knot. Second time, allowing your attention to remain at the Sahasrara, crown of the head. The third time, and then Bandhan to help protect the energy centers, balance the channels. So bringing the hand, right hand from the left side over the crown of your head, down the right channel, back over to the left. 7 bandhans for each energy center.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Rahul, for taking us into this state of feeling one with our spirit. So we're going to bring everyone back on in just a minute, but before that I have a few announcements. So let's bring those on. On Thursday, our program is focusing on the center aspect of the heart, where we work on our confidence. So please join us then. Our schedule, we're a little more than halfway through the second session. We go through April 14th, and we are Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday with the full long program, and then a shorter program Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the foot soak. So please do take advantage of all these opportunities to meditate collectively. As I mentioned earlier, you can request a mentor. Please do. It's a great benefit. It can help you a lot. And join our WhatsApp group if you haven't already. All these links are in the chat right now, as well as our website where you can get all the handouts and see the recordings. You can follow the QR code to get there. Today, there's a handout on the heart, and it goes over some of the things that were covered and also some of the things we're going to cover in the next couple sessions as well. If you would like to go in a breakout room, in the chat, you have to click on the plus sign, then you'll find breakout room help, where you can request to go in a breakout room with an experienced Sahaja Yoga teacher. So please do that if you are interested. And then if you would just like to ask some questions, then you can find the chat Q&A and send a question to Mark, who is doing that tonight. All right, so now let's all reconvene and we can talk about this wonderful topic. So let me ask you, this idea of being one with our spirit or connecting to our spirit, it's a little bit maybe elusive. So if you could maybe tell a personal experience of what it has felt like one time or when you feel that connection to your spirit and what it feels like to you. Maybe Jason, you want to start?
Sure. I remember one moment in particular. So when I first got together with the Sahaja Yoga Center in my area, when I first started meditating, being together with all the yogis, instantly I felt a lightness in the heart and a complete joy and complete ease and really feeling a sense of deep relaxation and enjoyment with very little stress and complete levity and fun. So I think that was one moment that really stands out. And then meditation daily, just touching that and expanding on it. And then again, meeting people that meditate like you and people joining here. I feel that too. So it keeps going, which is great.
Wonderful. Okay, Rahul?
There are so many different aspects of the spirit. And what I have felt on a more regular basis, sitting in meditation or even doing daily work, is the sense of deep peace and a sense of fulfillment and contentment is how I would define what spirit is. Because when you are complete, you lack nothing, then there is no desire, because every desire is to seek happiness, to seek joy. And when there are no desires, there are also none. So that is the most natural, effortless state of being. And that is what I have felt as the absolute core and the bedrock of my existence, of reality, is that sense of complete peace and contentment, like the depth of an ocean which is silent and peaceful and is full. And a deeper expansion in those experiences have been where for a moment I felt that I'm just pure limitless consciousness without any boundaries, without any limits, no sense of time or space, but just eternal existence, which is at complete ease and peace, and it's filled with joy or fullness. So yeah, that's how I would define it the best.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, but what remains more on a normal basis is just the peace and I would say fulfillment is something I felt on a more regular basis.
Yes.
And then also doing work, I would feel that, oh, there is a envelope of silence that is behind me, and I am that. And that silence is what is doing everything, and not this mind, this body.
Beautiful. Sylvia?
It's so beautiful what you both said, Jason and Rahul. I can fully understand. Maybe I just connect between Jason and Rahul that it is a transformative journey. That when I first started Sahaja Yoga classes, everything was new. It was like, but it was so interesting that you meet so loving people and they just give their time freely without charging money, or then that unconditional love, which 25 years ago I did not experience at home, or I did not experience in my family, where the state of aggression and greed was more in my awareness than, oh, somebody just gives love. How do they do that? So for me it was always, how can I become like that? So I used to choose, when I went to weekly meditation classes in Vienna in Austria, and somehow automatically one person would stand out for me. So I would try to talk to that person, and then what can I learn from that person? And then slowly over time, the journey, as we walk step by step, it gets subtler and subtler, and we start understanding what it means to feel the light of the spirit within ourselves. So so step by step, we are giving you all who are attending the program glimpses of what it is, but actually it's a feeling in the heart that only you can experience. Is way beyond any words to express what it is.
Beautiful. Yeah, for me, I remember experiencing that of incredible lightness and a feeling that I was me. Finally, I am me. There's, and to me, I was actually surprised. I thought, well, there should be something more, I don't know, I'm trying to find the words, something, more
Spectacular.
elaborate, spectacular, something, more like explosive or something like, but it wasn't explosive. It was just the feeling that finally, thank goodness, I'm really who I am.
It's very simple.
At the core. And
It's like
that,
homecoming.
yes. And I'm finally me, and it's simple. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with me being me, which is not always the case otherwise. And just so, it's just like, when we get to thoughtless awareness too, that it's a silence that is full and rich. And I think my experience of the spirit is that it's almost, well, it's all the things, famously that in so many of the beautiful Indian scriptures, that all the things that we are not, all those identifications fall away, the ones that are artificial, that are just, kind of pasted onto us. And then that essential core of who we are is how we experience ourselves, and hopefully then how others experience us. And it's so beautiful.
And then we feel, why I didn't know that earlier.
Yeah,
It's been so many years.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it does take, well, actually, that is one of the beauties, right, of Sahaja Yoga, is that Shri Mataji's made it so incredibly simple. And that if only we can get to that beautiful simplicity, then we can enjoy it so much. Yeah. In the talk, Shri Mataji talks a lot about being guided by the light of the spirit. Can you talk a little bit about that in your life, as how you have felt that guidance? Who wants to answer first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think with the mind and your attention is fleeting and the mind can be busy, but taking that time to really go to the heart, just the essence of, and going to yourself. So it's easy to lose track of that in a busy world. So just taking that moment, that time to just reflect and go to the heart, even taking some breaths. Just know that you're okay, that you are the spirit. You can withstand so many things. You're so strong. You're so capable, and you're so loved. And then you can love others. So going to that in any time of trouble or strife, just going to the heart, taking a breath. It's your spirit, which is you, is there for you all the time.
Beautiful, yes. And that's what we are able more and more to do, is to connect with that essence.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, it feels like intuition also.
Mm-hmm.
That we are getting through life with taking so many decisions daily, and sometimes we are chewing some decisions in the mind too much. For example, deciding which college my daughter should go, this or that college, which is tough decision, but it just happened actually yesterday that it was like a fraction of time. Okay, this is it. We decided. And then I was with, in my heart, it just felt right. So that's why I'm saying it, the intuition maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment we submitted, like I let her do it and she presses the button, yes, I accept the admission. That moment, both my hands like blowing cool wind. I'm like, wow. Like I didn't expect that in that moment. So totally unexpected, after a month of discussing this or that. And then yeah, so it's intuition for me too, yes. And then it's such a humbling experience every time, because such an unexpected, beautiful experience of feeling really a strong flow of that cool wind in the hands. It was a beautiful moment, yeah, just yesterday.
Wow, very nice. Yeah. Rahul, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, that's what it is. And uh, in my own words, I would say it's what I call it is a more of a direct knowing, where if a situation is troubling me and disturbing me, then what I do is sit in silence, get to that silence, because the light of the spirit is always there, but it's like the sun in the sky when the clouds cover it. So the light is never absent, but it's the mind that comes in the way. So you have to just make that mind, settle it down, make it silent and peaceful. And whenever that happens, whatever questions have been troubling you, well, the moment you surrender even that question, you need to know the answer comes. It comes as a inspiration, can be intuition, can be a sense of direct knowing, and then you know what you have to do, and you feel peaceful about that option, and you feel a sense of uh, contentment, and also you feel the cool vibrations. And many times it has happened that some inspiration will come, and then say I have to write something, some form of communication, and I don't know what to write about it, but uh, I'll go in that meditation, and then all of a sudden it will just start flowing. And I feel like, oh, the mind has become transparent and it's now just receiving and content. And would write something which would maybe take hours, but I would write it down in 30 minutes. And while I'm writing it, I'll feel that, oh, both my hands have become really cool.
Yeah.
And that's how I know that this is, again, the guidance from the divine, from the spirit, that is just
Beautiful.
filtering through my being.
Yes. Beautiful. Yes, we have to be empty in order to fill the cups. Yes. Beautiful. Wow. Well, thank you all. Very lovely conversation about this. We could go on and on, but I think maybe we can take it as a nice place to end. And thank you all for being part of this lovely program. All right, and
Thank
good
you.
night,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.